Hello everyone, this is the Machamp King and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. We are doing another deck list featuring a Pokemon I've been really wanting to make a video on ever since the drop from the Japanese sets. Today we're featuring up Cynthia's Garchomp EX, baby. I've been so looking forward to this. Cynthia's Garchomp has 2 attacks. The first one for 100 does let you draw up to a hand of 6, and then it does 2 for 260, but you gotta discard those energies. Now, it's so cool to see because it also has free retreat and it also has 330 HP. Now, not only does it have that much HP, but there's so many cool things that you can do with Cynthia's deck, and there's a lot of buffs too. So without further ado, let's check out the rest of the deck list and the strategy behind what we're trying to do. Alright folks, so this is a good old-fashioned beat stick deck. I'm not really looking to do anything fancy, moving damage counters, anything like that. We're just looking to swing big, swing hard, go fast, and just do it. So we got a 4-3-3 split of the Cynthia's Gible, Gabite, and Garchomp. We got a 3-3 Cynthia's Roselia and Roserade. This allows your Cynthia's Pokemon to do 30 more damage. And the reason why I'm playing 3 is because you can be one-shotting really anything in the format. So I know sometimes people only do 1 or maybe 2, but just picture this. You're doing 260, but let's say you go up against a 340 HP something or other. Well, you need 3 Cynthia's Roserades in play if you're going to one-shot that Pokemon. So that's why I play 3. Also, if one's prized or anything, like that's not that big of a deal. We can still put 2 in play and swing for 320, which will knock out like 90% of things in the format, so we're all good there. Now, I do play 2 Cynthia's Spiritombs with its Raging Curse attack, where it does 10 damage plus 10 more for every damage counter on your benched Cynthia's Pokemon. So if you take a big hit with the Garchomp and tank a hit, well, you move into Cynthia's Spiritomb and you can do a heck of a lot of damage with a single prize Pokemon in that way. So that's pretty cool. For our supporters, we got 4 Iono, 3 Arven, 2 Boss, and a Jacq. The reason why I play Jacq is because if we get Badooed, I can Jacq for a couple of Gabites or Cynthia's Roserade, 1 of each, and then use its Champion's Call to get more Cynthia's Pokemon in play. Now I do play a lot of Pokemon Search just in the way of 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin and 3 Ultra Balls, just in case we need those Gabites and those Gibles on the bench, or those Roserades or Spiritombs. Everything can be searched with Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We got some recovery with 2 Super Rods and Night Stretchers, and we got a heck of a lot of tool cards. We got 1 TM Evo, 1 Rescue Board, and 4 Cynthia's Power Weight. Cynthia's Power Weight gives all Cynthia's Pokemon plus 70 HP, so our Garchomp is now 400 HP, our Gabites is 170, and then our Cynthia's Spiritomb is 140, as well as the Gible. So maybe you want to put those preemptively on some Gibles, so that way they're not so easily knocked out as little baby basic Pokemon. For our stadiums, a lot of people might be playing Jamming Tower or other stadiums that might do us some harm, like Gravity Mountain. So we'll want to play Team Rocket's Watchtower. This just helps us in all of the matchups where people might be playing Noctowls or Squawkabillies. We can kind of turn those off, and it's just not going to affect us in any way. Some other notable items: 1 Rare Candy, our ace spec is the Prime Catcher, 1 Pokégear if needed, and an Earthen Vessel to find some energies, with 7 basic fightings as our energy count. So without further ado, let's see how fast and how hard this charged Garchomp can hit. And just one last thing before the matches, I noticed that over 80% of you are not subscribed to my channel, so if you wouldn't mind, please do so. I got a goal of hitting 750 by the end of the month and 1,000 by the end of the year. I would really love to see your support in that way as well, so thank you very much, and let's get into match number 1. Alright, I wasn't able to do much on my turn. I have a Gible and another Gible. So unfortunately, they were able to get set up with everything that they need. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna TM Devo and Cynthia's Power Weight and attach energy. And I know they only need 1 energy, but instead of doing that, they just have the retreat. So maybe out of their 2-card hand, they don't have it. So I am going to boss up the Pikachu, and I will evolution my Gabite. So maybe they don't have an energy to retreat. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Ooh, they have Pokégear. And they have Boss. Oh no, they could take out my Gabite. Do they have an energy? Oh no, they can't take out my Gabite. They, because they can only do 160 or 120. So, thankfully, the Cynthia's Power Weight did save us. But do they have an energy to retreat? Oh, they have the Prime Catcher. Dumb. So they could Prime Catcher and then Boss. But, or are they just going to hit us? They are just going to hit us. Okay. That's actually really great. That is actually really great. So let's Champion's Call. This gets us back in the game for Gabite. And then we will Champion's Call for I kind of want to save both Gabites. So let's go Cynthia's Spiritomb. And then we'll retreat. Get the energy back. And then we'll do 160 Raging Curse. Yeah, so here's the thing. They can boss up that Gabite, so Cynthia can't attack, but then we can just Champion's Call for the Garchomp and attack with Garchomps and drop to 6 cards. So, and because we're attacking for weakness, we will take the knockout. So they'll take 2 prizes, we'll take 2 prizes, but we are very much still in this game. They had a decent, better setup than we did. They had 2 gusting options. And yeah, that's crazy. But I wanted to keep both Gabites down because it forced them to and attack with the Spiritomb, because it either forced them to leave the damaged one on the bench and I could attack him with Spiritomb, or get the damaged one and force me to go Gabite, but now I can Champion's Call for the Garchomp. So that's fine. Let's Champion's Call for Garchomp EX. And now we're drawing 4 cards and taking the knockout with Corkscrew Dive. And that's a heck of a lot better. That's a good hand. It's a good looking hand right there. So we immediately tie up the prize trade. We got Cynthia's Roselia down. We got a Gible in our hand. I don't think there's a way for them to, no, I mean, here's the thing. Gravity Mountain, Crispin, and, oh no, they can't even attack with Pikachu because of, because, yeah, they can't use, yeah, they use Prime Catcher, not Crystal. So I don't think there's a way for even them to attack with Pikachu this turn. So yeah, getting a bunch of energies back. They'll do that with Joltik, that's fine. I could Arven for Prime Catcher and use my Prime Catcher. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty handled. We have a pretty good handle on the situation. Yeah, another Iron Hands, not gonna be a problem at all. We're gonna KO that big boy right now. Let's go Cynthia's Roselia. Let's just pump a bunch of Pokemon in play. We only got one. All three of my Cynthia's Roselias were prized. That's crazy. All three of them. Okay, well, Arven for let's go Prime Catcher Cynthia's Power Weight. So we'll go into our Roselia, go get their Iron Hands, Cynthia's Power Weight so they can't one-shot us with Pikachu. And did I have a Gible out this turn? Can I evolve one? Oh, I don't even have another. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I will Draconic Buster. There we go. Knock out both of my guys, or discard both of my energies. Do we get two? Oh my gosh, we got two Cynthia's Roselias. Frick. I was hoping for at least a, shoot. Here's the thing though. If they attack with Pikachu, then Pikachu's ability would activate, but we would smack it real hard with the Cynthia Spiritomb. So, yeah, here's the Crispin. They'll attack into the Garchomp, I would assume. Because they can't put both Jamming Tower and Gravity Mountain in play. So, like, this is surviving a hit. However, that goes right into Cynthia's Spiritomb's, Cynthia's Spiritomb's stuff. So, alright, we're not out of the woods yet. We need some energy or something. Raging Curse, boom, 330. It activates. They have 10 damage left. And even if they boss up the Garchomp, the only thing left they can do is still, like, they would still die to, okay, they penny. I was like, they would still die just to a regular Cynthia's Spiritomb. Yeah. So if they're just planning on using Jolting Charge again, that's fine. We will knock out their Joltik, but we need some energies. Yeah, I think they're planning on just Jolting Charging up their Iron Hands again. I can't believe. So my Gabite, that means all three Cynthia's Roselias were prized, and all three, well, 2 out of the 3 Cynthia's Gabites were prized. That's insane. So one of these have to be the Gabite, because these both should be Gabites. Yeah, Cynthia's Gabite. Holy cow, dude. 5 Pokemon were prized, which, that's insane. Yep. Can't really do much against Cynthia. Because even they don't have any attackers that can attack for 1 or 2 energy, so even doing a Crispin wouldn't be able to do much. And the only thing that they can do is Pikachu survives a hit from Spiritomb, but that's it. So like they're just 1 turn away. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, they do boss up the Gible. That's hilarious. Well, let's Rare Candy, let's Gabite, and that has free retreat now. So now let's free retreat into the Spiritomb, and boom! Raging Curse, and they still are just one turn away from losing. That top deck of Rare Candy actually was pretty good. It's the next best thing other than just an energy, or a way to get energy. Oh my gosh, now they're gonna retreat back into the other Pikachu. Frick, man. Dude, you've got to be joking me. No worries, no worries. Let's see if we can thin the deck anymore. No. Alright, well, we'll just attack this one. Raging Curse. Boom. Resolute Heart activates, and now, finally, they are one... Unless they have, like, a penny. If they top deck a penny, then they can still... They're still in it, but... Alright, they will tandem unit. Do they have a third Pikachu EX that they can go snag? No, it doesn't look like it. Scoop! GG's. Okay, so I just had to pass my turn. My opponent was able to get a TM Evo playoff and get a couple other stuff going, but unfortunately, I think I am going to have to, like, Iono to get some more basics down, and maybe, I mean, hopefully get into either a Gabite or something. I don't assume that I'm going to be able to get into TM Evo, so I will just Iono. So let's see here. Okay, great. Not so great because I got no Gabite. Okay. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can Garchomp. I can Arven for Rare Candy to, like, swing, but jeez. And I believe they're weak to grass, not fighting. Yeah, both of us are weak to grass, so okay. Yeah, they're gonna go grab Spike Mooth. Here's the thing, in order to KO the Grimmsnarl in one hit, I am going to need 2 Cynthia's Roserades in play. So maybe I do just Iono and try and, like, get more set up. No, I don't know. Or do I hit and then Iono next turn? No, I have to do that now, because if they try and do a bunch of things with their Monkey Dory plus, you know, Shadow Burst, yeah, they're gonna try and take out the Roserade. Okay. So here it comes. I'll throw down Gible. Oh, why couldn't I get that last turn? Oh. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. So let's Gabite. Let's Champion's Call for Roserade. Let's Arven for Rare Candy. Rescue Board. And even though I'm not taking this one out in one shot, I can take out, like they'll be able to take out a Roselia, and I can set up, you know, 2 Roserades to take out the next one in one shot. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for here. Yeah, maybe I just Jacq into, like, a lot of evolutions. I don't know. Definitely want to... Maybe I'll put some Cynthia's power weights on Roselia's, since they have abilities and are going to get pinged. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Because Grimmsnarl... Yeah, Shadow Bullet to what? The Gabite? No, to the... Yeah. And it's going to get pinged. Yeah, I really don't need this to get taken out here. Let's go get... Gabite. Making Cynthia's power weight. No, I need another energy. So I can't even Jacq. So let's Champion's Call for another Roserade. Cynthia's power weight. And I'm really hoping I get some energy. Or else I'm 3-shotting this Grimmsnarl. Thank you. There we go. And I will Draconic Buster. And now here's the thing, they'll probably take some sort of a knockout, probably on the Cynthia. Maybe not, maybe they won't. I'm kind of hoping they will, because if they do, then I can use Counter Catcher and take out like either the Frostlass or one of the Monkey Dories, while I'm setting up a second energy to take out this in one hit. Yeah, they're gonna double Monkey Dory and then do 180. That's fine. I actually don't mind that at all. And I actually think that... yeah, I actually think that getting the Frostlass out of play is probably better. So, Champion's Call for Cynthia's Spiritomb. Don't know if I want to put that in play just yet. Definitely put Cynthia's Power Weight on there. We'll counter Catcher the Frostlass. And then we'll Super Rod back those. And is there enough? They can move 30, 40, 56. They can move 60 damage and then do 30 more. So unfortunately, do I have another Cynthia's? Do I have another Power Weight? I do. So I could go Buddy-Buddy and Power Weight. Oh, I didn't need to do Buddy-Buddy. But I could go Roselia with a Power Weight on it. And then do 160 to Frostlass. That'll stop the pings. Okay, nice. So now I can take out the Grimmsnarl in one hit. But I'm also gonna need... yeah, I'm also gonna need to get rid of this stupid Spikemuth's gym. Yeah, they're just gonna move everything to that Cynthia, to that Roserade. Oh, boss's orders. Okay. Dang it. Now I'm gonna have to boss something. Because I'm gonna have to retreat and boss up a single prizer. I'm gonna have to boss up this Impidimp to... Shadow Bullet. Yeah, they don't have any energy to move though. I guess they could TM Devo. Yeah, shoot. Because that's 80. I think... dang it. Dang it. So we'll Night Stretcher back a Roselia. I could take this out in one hit, but do they have a Rare Candy? I just... because they have to have Devo in hand, right? Yeah, they've had it this whole game. I've never disrupted their hand. So, unfortunately, I just don't have a way to disrupt their hand. So, I'll do Draconic Buster for the one-shot, but they can just do TM Devo. And... well, actually, no. Yeah, 150. Because it's 70 plus 70, it's 140. So, literally TM Devo for the win. Oh, that's so bad. Because they never Iono'd themselves, did they? No. I mean, no, they never played that Iono after the fact. Like, TM Devo literally has to be in their hand still. From way... they played Iono. Wait, did they play TM Devo before? Did they play Arven before that? No. Because they played Iono, and then the next turn they got Secret Box. I don't know. They have, literally they have TM Devo. Yeah. Night Stretcher. Rare Candy. Okay, I mean, it's not over. Because they'll hit it for 30, unless they do a TM Devo play. Yeah, only one energy. It's Devo. Because we just need one energy. Oh my gosh, we just need one energy for the boss. And there it is. Night Stretch. They didn't have Devo. Energy. Boss. And we win. Corkscrew Dive for the knockout. I guess they didn't have it. Did they discard it or something? Or did I misread? I swore I saw them take TM Devo. But anyway, GG's. That was a close one. GG's. Alright everyone, that is the power of this deck. I know when, you know, your opponent plays a bunch of Monkey Dories and they can be moving damage around, it could get a little sticky. But as far as it goes with a beat stick deck, this is really great. Helps you, it has its own draw engine. For 2 energy, you could be knocking out 320 to 350 HP Pokemon. That's really, really great. And honestly, with how awesome Joltik Box is doing at the moment, Cynthia's Garchomp hits that into that for weakness. The only thing you really have to worry about is being weak to grass, but if you can avoid that, you're gonna do pretty good. So look forward to new videos every Tuesday and Thursday with new other types of videos, not decklist videos, or live streams on Sundays.